Boxing Voice here with San Antonio prospect and hot ticket seller around this area, Javier Pitbull Rodriguez. You got a fight on the 21st where you're headlining. What can you tell us about what's going on? I know you're still looking for an opponent. What's going on with the situation?
We're just waiting, staying ready, staying busy in the gym, and hopefully something comes up.
All right, and being at your last fight, I know this is now your fifth fight under the tutelage of Carlos Famoso Hernandez. You worked on a lot of things in the gym, and I saw it really did carry over in the ring. How do you feel everything coming together with you and him, and seeing where you're making this new run in this new year, and that this fight is going to be for a title?
It feels good, we're working a lot of different things in the gym, things I haven't worked on. Being light on my feet, using my jab more, finishing to the body. A lot of combinations are coming together great. We're just putting everything together, and on May 21st, hopefully we come out with our hand raised and everything will show in the ring.
Yeah, and you're still developing. You're a young guy, and I like the approach you're taking, that y'all are taking your time, and you're really developing into the fights and not rushing yourselves, getting ahead of yourself. So as far as this one being again for a youth title, what is this? What is the game plan of this one? Not looking past it, but where does this put you?
Hopefully it puts me up there. So hopefully this little title or this youth title gets me ranked or something, and we just continue forward from this, and not get big headed. Stay humble and see what else comes after that.
And you're at a pretty light weight. You've been disciplined. You really haven't ballooned up at all. So how long can you maintain this weight? And is there any target weights you are looking at as far as making runs in the future?
No, there's no targets weight yet. We're good right now at 122. We're not fighting at 122. We're fighting at 124. And I fought 126 or 127 one time. I took the fight, because I had been training. But other than that, we're trying to stay as low as 122 and take it from there.
All right, you're a prospect headliner, and typically the issues that I see with fighters in your shoes is opponents. Sometimes they go through, sometimes they don't. You don't know who you're fighting to the last minute. How frustrating is that? And seeing that you're in that situation again, how do you adjust to something like that, coming down to 2.5 weeks out and you don't know who you're gonna fight?
It's the sport of boxing. It happens. You get opponents, then they fall off. The last week or last couple of days before the fight, and then they're in a rush to get somebody. Which is a good thing if they do get you someone, but then it's not, because then you're not fighting someone at their top level. You're fighting someone that just came to fight. So it has its ups and downs, its pros and cons, and we just got to stay busy. And if it don't go through, it don't go through. If it does, then we're ready for it.
All right, and also on the business end, there's a lot going on, a lot of fights coming to San Antonio, a lot of cards in talks, and seeing that you're probably the top ticket seller here, the top attraction as far as local fighters. Does that stick out in your head, and does that kind of play out in the ring where maybe extra pressure, where you think, I gotta continue this momentum, and just in case you get that phone call from whoever?
Not really. It just depends. We'll talk it over with my team after this fight, and if another fight comes up, a month later or weeks later, we'll just see how we feel after this fight, and we'll take it from there. Tickets to be sold, it's not always. It's not a problem, but it's just something that, takes time on people, because it's just fight after fight, selling to the same people. But, they also got different things that they got to take care of as well. So at a point, it would get tough, selling tickets over and over after month. But if we spread it along the way, then we'll be good.
Okay, well, that's the luxury you have, just fighting locally, is that you get to fight here, you get to fight often, pretty much whenever you and your managers want to set something up. So with that said, with Carlos now in the mix, and you guys are really meshing well together, what do you think is going to happen this fight? And what does a win do for you, not looking past them?
In this fight, we're going out there to give it our all, give it everything that we got. We've been training for the past 5 weeks, finishing off these last 3 weeks of camp and finishing them strong. And with this win, I think it'll put me up there. It'll really prove to me and my team and everybody else that where I'm standing, where I'm at. And people are gonna talk regardless, but what the outcome is gonna be, I'm gonna win, God willing, and we'll take it from there.
And I see the confidence, and I see the wrinkles adding. Like, going back to that last fight again, you marched forward. You had bad intentions. You broke the body down. You were peppering with the jab. You were working off the jab beautifully. So do you feel like you're ready now for any kind of style that they could throw at you, even though you're still developing, that you can handle anything that opponent that comes in at the last minute with a tricky style or a herky jerky style like your last fighter?
Yeah, and exactly. That's why my trainer Carlos, we're working in the gym not just for one style, not just going forward. We're boxing, we're moving, we're using our shoulders, we're using just different little tricks that we got up our sleeves that depends on the type of fighter that stands in front of us. Whether he's southpaw, whether he's jumping around, whether he's jumping off the ropes. It don't matter. It's whatever it's gonna be. We'll be ready for it.
All right, May 21st around the corner. Anything else you got to get off your chest? What are we gonna see coming from the man himself?
And just the same pit bull. Coming forward. You have to box, I box. Working on different things. It's gonna be a big explosion. May 21st, and just look out for it. We'll be ready.
I appreciate the time. We'll definitely be in the house, and thank you.
Right. The sight in the game, 'cause see the boxing voice.